with my grind, you know, so I could come out here and perform the way I did, and not only perform here, perform at the next level too. Just staying consistent. It's gonna be the same thing.
Were you pleased with today?
Yeah, I was pleased, but I can still do better. You know, I ain't never satisfied.
Hey Jimmy, what's it like having a mentor in Coach Prime?
It's good to have a mentor like Coach Prime. You know, he teaches life lessons. You know, like I tell like all the other interviewers, smart, tough, fast, disciplined, and with character. You know, them 5 characteristics in life will take you a long way. You know, and just the lessons he teach you is valuable, and it's an asset to your life.
What's it like? I mean, I know your dad's got to be really proud of you. What's the conversation like with him?
What's the conversation like with my dad?
Yeah.
Me and my dad, we have good conversations. I ain't about to tell you what we talk about though.
Jimmy, Zay's been out here. Have you talked to him throughout this process to get your prime? What you're about to go through and experience?
Yeah, I done talked to Zay. Zay over there somewhere. You know, Zay come show support. You know, I'm gonna do the same for him if roles switch. You know, so and Zay just tell me like go out there and be yourself. Like it is like second nature. You know, you've been doing this your whole life. You know, it is no need to go out there and panic and just try to be somebody else. You're not, but just go out there and be yourself and have fun. That's really all he got to say to me. You know, that's all he say to me. Nothing else.
Hey Jimmy, what are some of the things that you would bring to an NFL franchise?
First, like me as a person, my character, like I'm a humble guy, you know, smart and real creative. And then like on the field, I'm a dog, you know, and I could bring a lot, you know, special teams, receiver, blocking, just about everything, you know, and I'm fearless, for real.
How special is it to play alongside Travis, Shedeur, and the rest of the guys?
It's real special, you know. It's been a pleasure to play with them guys, you know. It's a once in a lifetime experience, and I'm glad I made the right choice to come here and play at Colorado with them guys. You know, I was supposed to go to Jackson with them, but I ended up going to USF and stuff. But it's a pleasure, you know. God working good ways, you know. So everything happened for a reason.
What do you feel like you've taken away from your college experience, specifically at Colorado?
What I taken away, I learned a lot of things out here, you know. Just being able to get a lot of time to myself and just see, like, really observe the world and see everything for how it is. You know, I done learned a lot of things. You know, I like to read and stuff on my off time now. You know, so I feel like the things I do off the field help me on the field. For real.
Did you plan the match?
Nah, it was just in the moment, you know, I was feeling a little groovy, so I just had to pull something out my bag.
What Nikki was talking about. I remember 2 years ago, second weekend, you got a huge rivalry game for a school you don't know nothing about, and you've got, you know, what did you say? I don't know about red, but I don't like it, or I hate it, or something like that. Now, 2 years later, what does Boulder mean to you? Because that was a big jump to come here, even though it was Coach Prime.
Boulder is like my home now. I done been here for 2 years, you know. I get great love wherever I go and I'm out here, and everybody like respectful. It's a peaceful environment, you know. I wouldn't mind living up here in my afterlife. If I'm done with ball and stuff, I might end up moving up here and retire, moving the mountains somewhere.
Jimmy, since you stepped on campus, you spent a lot of time at this facility working with Shedeur. Did today mean just maybe the last time you guys able to throw in this facility and just kind of take it all in? How did you kind of go about that?
Today, you know, I ain't gonna say I'm not an emotional guy for real, but today it just felt different, you know. I just felt good coming out here and being on the field with my brothers for the last time, you know. Ain't no telling how it's gonna be when I go to the next level. Maybe me and Shedeur end up on the same team, but I know like as for right now, it's gonna be the last time I like really get to catch a ball from him and stuff like that. So it just been a pleasure, man, you know.
But John Taylor saying that NFL teams have been stressing special teams a lot to him, and has that been some of the conversation?
Yeah.
You feel like you can provide an impact on special teams?
Yeah, facts. Like that's my first mindset. Like whatever I gotta do, you know. So special teams, like that's second nature to me too, you know. And I love doing it, so it ain't no problem with me, you know. So.
I know you're eager to return some punts last year.
Oh yeah.
Last year didn't get a ton of chances. I mean, if that's a chance to sort of do at the next level, how excited would you be to get a chance to return one? I know you're eager to last year.
Come on, now. I man, anytime I get a chance to take a ball out, I'm gonna bring it out. So, but I'm real eager and happy to get opportunity. When I get the chance, you know, I'm gonna shine, and I'm gonna take advantage of the opportunity.
Jimmy, what's the feedback you've been getting from the scouts and coaches?
a lot of them, they just say keep doing what I'm doing. You know, I could be used as a gadget guy. You know, special teams be like the first thing for sure. Like they gotta let you know, and then I just let them know like I'm coming in to work. You know, I'm gonna find my way out there. Just gotta stay humble.
Tim and Draymond Miller, Florida Miller, there's a lot of guys that are how secure is the Bucks wide receiver?
They got a pretty good receiver room. You know, I feel like I'm gonna get a little competitor right now. I feel like we had the best receiver room. You know. But they got some guys in there that could step up and fill in our shoes and keep the program going up, you know. And then Draymond Miller and O Miller, they some good receivers. And I can't wait to see what Lil O gonna do. You know, he been fighting injuries and stuff like that. So when he get back out there, Lil O gonna make something shake, you know.